It's coffee time. I wasn't going to wear the bowler hat again, but I couldn't help it. I kept looking at it and I was like, okay, I'll wear you on coffee time. Why not? And I'm gonna be filming Sherlock anyway, so it was like, yay, perfect, it all works out. Not too hot. Yes. So excited. So yeah, so today I went to the mall, which was a horrible mistake. Not like, we had a lot of fun. I went with Courtney Pants and Aaron, and the three of us went to the mall to grab some stuff, but the mall is crazy. And what's funny is, when I was growing up, my mom, whenever it was anywhere near Christmas, like weeks before Christmas, she'd be like, no, we're not going to the mall. There's just no way, we're not going to the mall. And younger me was always like, well, but it's not gonna be that busy already, is it? Like, that's so silly. Like, I feel like this is too cautious, like overly cautious. No, no, no. It does get that busy this early. It blew my mind. I was not expecting it at all. But hey, now I know. Now I know that my mom knew what was up. She knew what she was talking about. It's crazy. It took us forever to find a parking spot. And then any store that we went into, like, there wasn't really much that we could get done. And at Target, oh gosh, you guys, I really want to go on like the Target website and go to like their customer service, like, do you want to tell us something about a store? And be like, yes, I have things to tell you about the mall store, because holy goodness. So we went in, and right when we walked in, we went, okay, and this was our last stop. We had already been to the other like smaller stores that we wanted to go to, so we were like, okay, Target is our last place. It's where we're gonna get the rest of just like little things that we need. So first, we all needed to go to the bathroom. Walked over to the bathroom area, and there was a huge line to the women's restroom, like always. So we're standing in line, and we finally get like near the front of the line, and somebody comes out of a stall, and Aaron and I look inside and see a mountain, like like a mountain of toilet paper in that stall. And there was a lady in front, so she went into the stall, and we were both like, did you just see that? So then, another lady comes out of a different stall, and I went over and kind of peered inside. Mountains of toilet paper, like all over the ground, and like literally mounds of toilet paper, and it was completely out of toilet paper, so I was like, I'm not going in that one, yay! And an employee walked in, glanced inside, went, washed her hands, walked out. So we were like, I wonder if she's gonna do anything about that, or if she was just like, I'll go ahead and let somebody else take care of that nonsense. So we went to the bathroom, tentatively. We all tentatively went to the bathroom, and then left, talking about how funny it was, right? So then, we're walking around, and we grabbed a few things. We had a cart, because we knew that out of the three of us, we were gonna have enough that we should probably have a cart. So it took forever to finally get the cart, because all of the carts were gone. So you had to stand there like a vulture staring at people who walked by with carts and wait until somebody like took their bags out of the cart and then kind of rolled it at you, which meant, of course, it was kind of like tossing a bouquet. Suddenly everybody was like, bah! Like just going for it. So we finally got a cart. Went to all this trouble, finally got the cart. And we were grabbing like little things, and then we found onesies, which, by the way, let me show you my onesie, because it is the best onesie ever! We decided we all had to get onesies, because Courtney Pants already had one. She was like, guys, onesies are amazing. So I got this one, and it is so great. I love it so much, and they're on sale right now. If you have any desire to have a onesie and there's a Target near you, you should go to that Target. But be warned, because don't be tricked into thinking there's only one group of onesies, because there are adult onesies with like cat faces on them, and there are girl onesies and boy onesies that are in totally different areas. So you have to be vigilant. You have to look for your perfect onesie. And if you don't find it, don't buy one, because onesies have to be perfect. Anywho, so we get our onesies, and we were like, we need a group onesie picture immediately. So we went into the fitting rooms. And there were quite a few people working there, but, you know, we took our onesies out, and they saw us with the cart. They saw us leave the cart there, grab the stuff out of the cart that we wanted to make sure nobody could just like walk by and just take, and we each went into the fitting rooms, put on our onesies, you know, did like a whole super fashion show because we're weird, and then changed. I got done changing first, came out of the fitting room, and could not find our cart. There were tons of carts with stuff like piled into them, but there were no, I could not find our cart, but I saw where our cart used to be, and I was like, so I went over there and I started like picking at it, and the lady behind the counter was like, oh, we're putting like stuff that needs to go back in that. And I was like, okay, but our cart was here. And then she just like ignored me. So then Courtney came out and I was like, was this our cart? And Courtney was like, yeah, that was our cart. And suddenly everybody behind the counter was like, oh, was that your cart? We were like, yeah, it was like filled to the brim with like clothes and just nonsense. And one of the ladies was like, oh, and like ran. Like literally like, not ran, but like speed walked away from us. And we were like, thanks, that was super helpful. And then the dude behind the counter was like, oh, as we're like digging through it trying to find our stuff, he was like, oh, and the other girl just never said a thing. We were like, really? Really? We fought for this cart. We left our cart here, but obviously with a few things in it, not like in your way at all, like off to the side where people normally leave their carts when they go into fitting rooms. And then when we come out and it's filled with your nonsense, you do not do any effort to like help or anything. Like it was just so, we were like, really? I know that you guys are busy, but really? So then we had to go and fight for a new cart. Well, more, okay, no, I shouldn't say that. Erin Lee had to go and fight for a new cart because we didn't go with her. What were we looking at? We were looking at something and Erin was like, I'm gonna go get a cart, and we were like, Godspeed. I'm trying to decide if that story sounds overdramatic or if it makes any sense, because when we were experiencing, we were like, that was the weirdest thing ever. Like, I've never experienced leaving a cart and having it completely filled to the brim by the people working there, and then have them be like, oh, bye. Like, no! No! What? That, coupled with toilet paper castles inside of the bathroom, is just the classiest Target adventure ever. Ever. It was great. Oh, also a lady burped in my face. That happened too. I forgot about that until just now when we were walking in the food area because Erin wanted to get some baking stuff, and this not old, probably like in her 40s lady walked by me and literally burped while her face was like right here. It was so funny. I was like, what? Oh man, Target is special. If you, man, sometimes they have amazing things and amazing prices. I don't know if it's worth it all the time though. It's like a once every now and then sort of place. I was really hoping, I need a DVD rack because I have too many DVDs. Far too many DVDs. And I went through the stage where I got rid of a bunch of them. Like I sold a bunch of them, and on Swaptree I swapped a bunch of them. Still have way too many. And I bought all that anime just now, so I need a DVD rack. But they didn't have any. They just had like bookshelves, which is not what I want. So I'll have to figure that out later. Anywho, that was my day. Getting burped at. God, that moment was great. It was like the piece de resistance. It was like the end, the very end of our journey. We were in the food section last of everything else, and burp. It was like, well, okay. Great. But that's okay. I think I'm gonna change it. Now that I remember that I got that, I think I'm gonna change in that, like, immediately. And I'm really excited about it. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. Then I'm gonna film some Sherlock in my onesie and my bowler hat. Ah, done, it's happening. Okay, hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah!